Hello my beautiful dolls, today I've come up with a new makeup. It's one of those special effects even though it has no glue included, and it's an owl inspired makeup. It's just in case you want to go as an animal for carnival or Halloween or just for a costume party. Hello my beautiful dolls, I've come back with a new tutorial, and this time I'm going to teach you how to make this owl inspired makeup, and it's for Halloween or for carnival or just for a costume party. It's very easy, you only have to use 2 or 3 colors that I'm sure you might find around the house, or they're very cheap and you can just have fun. Now you just have to start off with your plain face and just apply a primer or some protection just in case you want to have your skin not harmed, because the face paint is quite drying. It's going to dry your face quite much, and if you try a hydrating cream you're just gonna sweat and you're gonna take it off, so just use a primer. And then start drawing the patterns. I'm starting off with white just because if I apply the black first it's going to blend and I'm just gonna get lots of grays. But if I start off with a white one it's gonna be easier. So as you can see I'm just drawing kind of a mask, and I pretty much concentrate the white under my eyes, on the sides of my nose, but try to draw under the eyes and then from the corner of your lips to your ears. Then do the same for the lower part of your face. Just leave a space from the corner to the ear and continue coloring your face with white. Then don't forget about your neck also, or whatever part of your skin that might show off, that might be seen. So once I've colored my face, it would pretty much look like this. If you want, just stop the video, pause it and look exactly where you have to not apply color, and once you have it, just take white powder and apply it all over your face so you can set the creaming. My face makeup is oil based, so it needs some setting. If you're using water based, you just can skip this step because once it dries, it's just gonna stay dry. Once the powder is set, I'm just going to start coloring with my black face paint, and this time I'm using a water-based one. I'm not using an oil-based one because it's easier, it dries faster, and it will stay up anyways. So as you can see, I'm just coloring my eyes without being too careful. Now when it comes to the part where it meets, where white and black meet, just try to do little feathers. Just do sloped lines and try to make them some thick and some thinner, just to create the feathery effect. For this part you're gonna have to have some patience, but in the end it's gonna look cool. If you try to do it too fast, you might end up with making too many mistakes, and then you're gonna have to wash everything off and start all over again. So it's better if you start with small strokes and just go from there. As you can see, I'm doing first the outer strokes, and then once I'm happy with the outer strokes, I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the makeup. I'm just going to apply the same black face paint all over my eyelids and on the sides of my nose and so on. Now for this one I'm not too careful anymore because it doesn't really matter. As long as you get a solid black, that's pretty much it. And if you see you make too many mistakes, well, just don't worry about that part. Take it little strokes at the same time, and then I also recommend that you just don't go the same day you might have the party or you're gonna dress up. Don't go and do that for the first time, just try it a few times beforehand. For the center of my head, instead of going with the solid black, I'm just going to start with light feathers, and I'm going on, as you can see, in sloped motion, and I'm just crisscrossing them to give them a more natural effect, even though this very natural is not, but well, anyways. For this part, I also recommend that you have lots and lots of patience and just continue doing it. Once you've done the center of the forehead, just go ahead with the sides of the nose. For the sides of the nose, you pretty much want to connect the inner corner of your eye to the lower edge of your nose. And as I've done before, I'm just going to do small strokes that are going to be sloped. They're going to be a little bit inclined just to create that natural effect. And then as a finishing effect or as a mixing color, I'm just taking some base or some foundation, the color of my skin. I'm just going to mix and connect the black lines to the white part, and that way it will give a more realistic effect, if you want to call it that way. Once you've done, you pretty much it. Just take some white sheet or your costume and cover yourself up. Or if you're not going to use one of these sheets, just get a crown or get some feathers and put them in your hair and pretty much have fun with it. That was it. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet, and share this video with your friends. I'll see you next time. Bye!